There's a style in your life no one could ever deny. You're on your way to the top, and along the way you've always known just who you are. Where you're going, you've always known it. Where you're going, it's Michelob.
Where you're going, it's exceptionally smooth Michelob.
Where you're going, it's Michelob.
Annie, Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Mr. Kraft, your macaroni and cheese has more cheese than anyone's, right?
Right.
It tastes the cheesiest,
Right.
so it should be called cheese macaroni.
Annie, great idea.
Kraft macaroni and cheese has more cheese than any other brand. That's why it tastes the best.
Annie.
They might change the name, Mom.
Oh?
I got it straight from the top.
Kraft cheese and macaroni, the cheesiest.
For about 50 years now, lots of folks have felt that a Scott's lawn is the best lawn to have. It's that green and thick. Now, it's true Scott's products may cost a little more. Yet Scott's is still the #1 seller, year after year. How come? Let's just say Scott's doesn't stay #1 by being second best.
Make Easter bright and beautiful this year with a spring flower arrangement from Royers. Take home a #6, a plump robin among fresh flowers, only $13.25. Capture her heart with Royers Old-Fashioned Bouquet, #7, now just $15. Vivid and long-lasting Royers azaleas are always a hit, from $10.50 to $22.50. #22, the gift that keeps giving, a ceramic egg with assorted foliage, only $10. Brighten a home and a heart this Easter with Royers flowers.
Well, that'll be a lot of fun. Now, come back and see us. Will you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time, sir. Have a good weekend. Well, no, don't leave now. That's it, folks. Have a nice weekend. Come back Monday. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Saturday on an all-new Hunter, meet the Beach Boy. He's the perfect killing machine, and only Hunter can stop him. Saturday.
Don't miss Bruce Springsteen's latest premiere on Friday Night Videos.
Hi, I'm Chris Reeve. Join me this week when I host Saturday Night Live.
Nobody bakes a cake as tasty as a tasty cake. Nobody bakes a cake as tasty as a tasty cake.
I've never seen that many Waterbeds. I plain didn't know they made that many different styles. Now, that's the truth. That's exactly what I said about National Waterbeds Super Showroom. Now, you have a choice. You can drive from Pittsburgh to Boston looking at waterbeds, or you can go to National Waterbeds and see them all, and get the right price besides. Why travel to 10 stores to get the value and selection you can get at one? I wouldn't. Would you?
Wait a second, we were just getting the rules straight. No, I mean, I posed for a picture in a magazine. Oh!
I hate a sweaty forehead on a bald man.
Get off the boat, woman!
Tomorrow at 4 on Channel 8. Tiptoe Through the Tulips with Pia Magazine in Holland tomorrow.
For a century, the homeless have found a helping hand behind this shield. Yes, the Salvation Army has always had its door open to these poor exiles from the mainstream of life. These desperate homeless are walking emblems of poverty and suffering in affluent America. They live without addresses, without family or friends, often ineligible for food stamps or welfare. Their meager lives bounded by trash cans and alleyways. Some are just overwhelmed by circumstances they can't cope with. For thousands like these, the Salvation Army offers shelter, care, clothing, nourishing food, a place to sleep, and a chance to rebuild their lives through spiritual guidance and counsel. With your active support, the Salvation Army will continue to be a shelter in the storm and a helping hand behind this shield.
The very little.
This is what it's like to be functionally illiterate. Unable to read a job application, a street sign, or a bedtime story to a child. There are 27 million Americans like this. 27 million.
And
we could help them, but we need your help. Call the Coalition for Literacy at this number and volunteer. The only degree you need is a degree of caring.
I think I can. I think I can. I think I can.
You finally made it. You have your bachelor degree in nursing and you're a psychiatric nurse. Or maybe you've specialized in anesthesia. All those years of schooling are finally paying off. But there is still something missing. You now find yourself in the same place day after day, and not much chance for relocating or career advancement. You're not satisfied with your present position, and you can't afford to move. If this sounds familiar, then listen to this. How would you like the opportunity to change locations every few years and combine this with complete medical and dental care, an excellent starting salary, and 30 days of vacation with pay each year? And you have an unbeatable combination many Air Force nurses have taken advantage of. Stop by and see your Air Force recruiting officer at your local recruiting station, or call your local office. Aim high, Air Force. It's a great way of life.
On the next episode of Too Close for Comfort.
He's a top shortstop in the major leagues. He's got great hands.
I know, and I'd like to keep them off me. Henry, why are you spying on them?
I'm not spying. I'm observing.
Sarah's new boyfriend plays for higher stakes than she can handle.
Oh, maybe they're...
Get away from my jacket.
That's what I'm afraid it is.
Get Too Close for Comfort, Saturday at 7 on TV8.
On the next edition of Our Magazine, Gary Collins probes the emotional controversy in our schools. Should students be searched by teachers?
This ruling gives flexibility to the school officials, which I think is needed.
And if it takes a search warrant to go through my purse or my backpack, it should take the same to go through a student's.
Plus David Horowitz, How to Negotiate Maternity Leave, and Siegfried and Roy on Our Magazine.
Tomorrow morning at 10 on Channel 8. Miami Vice, Friday at 10 on Channel 8.
If you're a chocoholic, don't miss these heavenly delights. On the next Be a Magazine, we'll visit the Brigantine Monastery, where some of the country's most delectable chocolate candies are created. See what's cooking in this celestial kitchen. Then imagine yourself in an underwater cage surrounded by man-eating sharks as close as your fingertips. See what it's like when these divers come face to face with dangerous sharks. That's tomorrow at 7:30 on Channel 8.
This is easier than I thought.
Something doesn't have to be funny to be good. What'd you think of this show? It was good.
The show is a knockout when you see the clothes, the Anne Klein collection, on the next Donahue.
At Harrisburg East Chrysler Plymouth, we're going to make your first 2 monthly payments for you. First payment, June of 1985. A 1985 Chrysler Fifth Avenue, $269 a month. First payment, June of 1985. Brand new, 1985 Chrysler New Yorker, $279 a month. First payment, June of 85. Brand new LeBaron GTS, $209 a month. First payment, June of 85. Stop by or give us a call.
In '83, the Phillies and Orioles met in the World Series, but last year both had mediocre seasons. Can either team make a comeback in 1985? I'm Jim Stone, Sports Center 8, back from spring training where I sought some answers. Is Al Holland in shape? How will the addition of Fred Lynn and Lee Lacy help the O's? I also talked with area players like last year's top draft choice, Sean Abner of Mechanicsburg, and checked in with Lancaster County's Bruce Suter and Tom Herr. Join me Saturday night at 7:30 for The Heat is On, an inside look at Baseball 85.
Entertainment Tonight visits Mr. Showmanship, Liberace, tomorrow afternoon at 5:30.
This grand old hotel has a brand new look. It took a lot of paint and perspiration and persistence to give it the facelift it needed and deserved. And it happened because people in Bellefonte cared enough about their past to give it a future. If you feel the same way about your community, write us. We'd like to help.
Coming up, a celebrity who has quite possibly the most brilliant star in show business.
Here's a hint, diamonds, pearls, and ivory keys.
If you guessed Liberace, you're right. And you can watch him shine on Entertainment Tonight.
Then find out why actress Rosanna Arquette is desperately seeking Susan, her latest film co-starring lady rocker Madonna.
All on the next Entertainment Tonight.
Tomorrow at 5:30 on TV8.
I'd like to sell you a bridge. Not this one. This one's already been sold a few hundred times. But a bridge across the generation gap. Television.
Let television help you span that sometimes awkward distance between parent and child. Take the time to watch together.
Exchanging ideas on the many subjects that television presents helps us shape our children's values and goals.
Television. It can be an exciting way to bridge the generation gap.
For over 100 years, the Red Cross has always been there, in emergencies when America needed us most, with a hot meal, a warm, dry place to stay, and a helping hand. But without your time and money, there would be no Red Cross. And where would America be without the Red Cross?
If you have some extra space in your home, some extra love in your heart, you are desperately needed. The Foster Care Program of Lebanon County's Children and Youth Services is asking you to help a local child by becoming a foster parent. It's a temporary commitment that will have a permanent effect on the life of a youngster. Call today for more information. You'll feel good about it. And that's a promise.
Hi, I'm George Kennedy. Most people think of the Better Business Bureau as the place to go with a complaint after they buy. But think about it. Doesn't it make more sense to contact the Better Business Bureau before problems arise? You can call for a reliability report on a company, and you can get helpful, free information about all kinds of products and services, from buying a home to buying a home computer. So before you put your money down, put in a little time. Call the Better Business Bureau.
I can't work up in that dark room.